All right, quick review of the Comeplay Titanium 35C gravel fork. Things you need to know. Number one, this is a 700C by however many inches wide gravel fork, and you will notice it is much longer. So you are slamming your bike by about an inch to an inch and a half, depending on just how big your gravel fork is. And this is just a cheapo, but most gravel forks are that length. My brother's Lauf grit is the Tosik China one I got's that length. That's pretty much the length. Now, the issues I had when I got this fork is that the constant diameter head tube is not specified. It looks like a 1.5. Not only that, it's 0.1 millimeters too big. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick measurement here. What is that? Let's see here. 39.94, and it's not the same everywhere. That's the kicker. Yeah, 39.94. So let's call it 39.94. So that's out of spec, even for constant diameter. The other issue I had was it did not come with an axle and an insert for the axle. And this insert, I believe, is proprietary. I have not found what it is yet. The company will provide those if you ask. But again, it's not in the description. Just like the headset they'll provide, the constant diameter headset they'll provide. But it's not in the description. It's not an option. And you have to know to ask. Okay, the other issue I had was the tire did not sit straight. Or centered. I had to use a hydraulic press and lots of hours and attempts to get at least this straight. You can see it's still not straight, but it's straight enough that the rotor doesn't rub on the caliper anymore, so I called it good. I also had to put a small little shim on that side to get it this straight. So it's not perfect. The shim is permanently installed, so it is what it is. It works. I'm giving this a 3 out of 5 star because the quality is 1, but the customer service and the way they handled it was a 5. They just refunded the money and didn't ask for it back, which gave me the free reign to attempt the install. You know, so I mean, I wasn't going to spend $400 on this and then try to fix it and not succeed and then them not give me my money back because I chopped it up. Also, the routing is internal only on this. That's also not specified, but you should know that by looking at the pictures. You can see here, I don't really care. I mean, unless you're slamming this sucker down on the stem here and you're going for a real slammed look, there's plenty of room in here for a cable to come up and come through, especially if you use one of those little star inserts that you just, you know, push down into the fork. Leaves plenty of room underneath it for this cable to come up through. So you get an internal front route, even on an external frame. And then, of course, I just tucked the rear brake line so that it looks clean. So there's your Comeplay Titanium fork. It does fit a 35C tire, barely, but I don't really care how close it is. I mean, I'm not worried about damaging the fork if something gets pinched in between there. So, yeah, there's a ride video for this on Pookie Butt's channel, on The Pookie Butt on YouTube there. This is a 13-speed by 2. This bike is running a wheel top EDS and a rotor 13-speed cassette. As you can see, I just use it to go get groceries and stuff in the village. I don't do really long-distance rides. You know, 30, 40 minutes is my thing, max. So, but yeah, hope this answers some questions. Again, Comeplay gets a 3 out of 5 for excellent customer service and not hesitating after they see the pictures here of the tire being crooked to refund the money. And then, of course, they didn't ask for the fork back, which is just an absolute plus because they don't lose money twice, and it freed me up to spend the time and effort to try to make it work, which most people aren't going to be able to do this. I mean, do you have a hydraulic press? Can you heat the fork up to 500 plus degrees? You know, can you press on put a through axle through it and then set it up and press on it and hold it. And yeah, I mean, you're going to go in there and the welds that were cracked in there and be able to reheat those welds up. Yeah, no. I mean, are you going to be able to put your crown race from Cane Creek on a lathe and open up the diameter so it fits this and you can make your 1.5 work? No. Again, it was unusable for the average person, but with a little quality control, this could be excellent. And this is only $400. Maybe if you ask for the headset and the axle, it's $450 or $5. But to just buy the components, you can't buy one of these anywhere else, but you can have one custom made. The components alone, the tubes, the headset here, the axle, weld-ons, all that stuff's about $1,000. Just to buy the components to make it, then you have to make it. So there is a company that you can get one of these custom made from, and they are $1,500. So that's why they're getting a 3-star. It's, yes, you can make it work, but man, is it a lot of effort, especially if they get the tire off center. That's the right there. I would have given them their full money if that tire had been straight. Just saying.